Reezy lining up the dog right now. It's gone through. Flash on the back of it, you'd imagine. No, just a straight up swing. The flash comes behind Kushner, letting him get close, letting him take these fights and win them. Nice little double to open things up. Brave, the one to find that second, as FUT now find themselves locked out of B. And it's going to be tough to find their way back through. They've got a Viper wall to try and block out those longer range angles, but BBL have taken a lot of their players onto the site.
Needed a kill and not going to find one. Reezy already there. Brave alongside it. It's not quite flawless, but it's as clean as for BBL. Of that information, they're going to go hunting for the rest. The timing on the Tiger, not the best and not able to correct. It's a good recovery, and actually Cena continues to push. If he goes any further, he's going to end up spotting the spike. This could be a huge problem for his opponents. It's going to be retrieved. Bora just about makes it around the corner. However, that's so much info for the rest of the team. Yedeje is there to kick things off and give them that advantage.
Yeah, Krax has even got some support to play with here. Not able to use the flash up because he blind Yedeje, but he's got his gun in hand, ready to duel, and the swing is good. There seems to be a response from BBL. They want to get aggressive. Kushner swinging through. The smoke is being caught. Yedeje finds Reezy, but BBL still have one player left behind on the site. Elite trapped. Already having taken down Mr. Fallen, it looks like he'll just about escape, but they're on his tail, about to see this double TP straight through. They know he's still inside. And Captain has confirmed it and is now closing the distance on the door. They'll open it, presumably with that snake bite, and leave Elite down in the dumps. In fact, no,
they didn't.
Rotating around in a long way.
Just patience.
Captain will get it anyways.
Yeah, I think that he just waited for the moment that Siemens didn't go through the TP, knowing that he would eventually have to leave. This now leaves things in a pretty problematic scenario for the remaining pair of BBL. Bora's going to try and get aggressive. Needs to win the fight, and the timing couldn't have been any worse. Now it's all on to Brave, and it's a couple of tasty shots. A little bit unlucky not to get both.
We're going to bridge the gap somehow. This is how we do it. Isolating fights off orbital strike, using Showstopper. Didn't work. This Showstopper, little bit better. Right at Reezy's feet as Krax pushes up to claim control of Bath. Backed up by Yedeje. Although that support was not really needed. BBL found themselves investing all their credits into this one after using ultis in the previous, and now, a matter of seconds into the round, Tom, they have been put in their place.
To here, as they try and push through mid once again.
Oh, Mr. Fallen's going to be under pressure to take that fight. Reezy winning it out. It looks like a null command going into play for Krax, but he's not able to fight ahead of those smokes. They've lost the space, they've conceded it, and the plant has come through at this point. FUT are forced into that retake, but they won't be too upset about it. Look what they've got to work with when they put feet back on the site. Viper's Pit out of Yedeje. He's going up towards Heaven, which makes me a little bit nervous. You also have to contemplate in the side of BBL, their post plants. Molotov on Brave could be in play. We can see his position on the map, and yes, indeed, he's playing that post plant molly, so now there's a bit of time pressure on FUT. They have to win these fights relatively quickly as they move their way forward. Sure, Pora's drop, but still haven't cleared out lamps, and this is where big problems could be brewing. Elite still on that off angle, clean kill on the planter, or diffuser, pardon, and 3 in total.
It's so unbelievably good. Pora setting up for the ult. Again, it's going to be pressure, but and a Captain already manages to find an opener. And this has just gone a little wrong. They've used the ult, but there's not really a way they can play off it.
Yeah, kept way back on this. BBL now have to find an alternate solution to breaking through this defense, and it's not going to be dry running it, at least. You can't imagine it is. CNET sat in the corner. Thrash put through at a Captain right up on it to trade through the wall, but doesn't need it. Not with spams like that from CNET, and that was blind fire to take down another player, to take down Elite, remove that Viper utility, and send BBL to a familiar situation. 2 versus 5, 30 seconds on the clock, and they're saving. But this time, Yedeje's ahead of it. He doesn't want them to carry these weapons through to the next. Instead, he's hunting them in their spawn. And now the rest of FUT are on their way. 18 seconds plus some post-timer. Pora's got to hold on strong if he wants this weapon for the next, and no way to hit the shot on Krax.
But it is not slowing them at all. They are pushing this again.
Yeah, we start with the flash out of Krax. The paranoia used, the nade now forcing them out of position into the fight, and that's exactly what FUT want. The kills found, and favorably for the defensive side with BBL trailing, and Pora tries to bridge the gap, loses the fight, loses the spike. Where's he going? CNED's blast packing around like a lunatic, but Krax has got him covered. That's going to be a frustrating aim duel to try and take. And now all that's left is for Brave to 1v4, all players in the same position, and the 3 remaining.
Try and counter them directly with an ult, and there's no one here.
And they're slowed down by the mosh pit. What a trade out. An ult for a cheap piece of utility. but one that's found so much impact in this series so far. Mr. Fallen might not be fragging, might not be leading from the front, but he's doing his job, and that's all he needs to do. This time, though, Captain goes down. Damage already done. Showstopper back in from CNET. Nade in from CNET. These players are in trouble. CNET's just shredding them in Lamson. It was a good start, but a terrible finish for BBL. Elite
this season, but 38 HP, a Spectre, 3 players behind, and CNET is behind him.
Oh, that's
absolutely no hope. Outside of the B site as well, they will know exactly where this is coming from.
Okay, they might know where it's coming from, but dealing with these players this time could be a different challenge altogether. Good flash, but Kushner, his team flash in fact, but it works nonetheless. Gets the others closer to take down those kills. Kushner's wrap was perfect. Smoke up top blocked out anyone from helping. And finally, Viper's Pit has come into play. So BBL, 4 versus 2. A lot of damage done, granted, but Orbital Strike in play. Viper's Pit already up. Spike planted, time ticking, shots coming close. CNET spams through walls have been unbelievable at times. There's one through the pit, but it was Tracers. Orbital Strike pushes him back. His life should be fairly limited at this point. 1 HP, spamming with a Vandal and a Snake Bite that catches him as it unfurls. They even drop the pit to leave Yedajay in the open. And at this point, there's no way they let him away with it. They were just planting their feet in the ground. Letting FUT push, although FUT didn't. This time, FUT are looking to be a bit more proactive. But that Viper Orb has put a big problem up for them. It's synced with their wall, so they're not going to have their own toxins to cross with. They've already lost a player on the way through. The defensive side can now just sit tight and wait for the reactions. And as we look towards Hookah, it looks like a lot of pressure will be on Brave with a Frenzy up close and 3 players too. In fact, about to peek, and CNET wins the fight. Sight now under threat. Good nade, great nade. This utility from CNET ain't perfect. And Cracks jumps up on the wall for one with the decay. Well, now all of a sudden, FUT are looking to win this round, looking favored, and they've isolated Kushner. Another 3K from...
Oh no. Look away. Cut away. I don't want to see this.
And here we go. For the first time, Elite swings in and catches one. That's all. Seems like Yedajay was his kryptonite.
For now, at least, this has been avoided. Smoke will go down, but immediately CNET's gone straight through it. The shot from Reezy's good, though. Drops him out of the sky. And Brave swinging has caught another couple. This is a solid hold when it comes to the B site. And while Yedajay now left alone, 20 seconds, may just even want to make sure that he holds onto the gun. Sprinting from Brave. The pot flash is good though, and actually Captain, he's just got swinging off the back of it. Takes a bit of a risk, and Kushner's there. 2 kills immediately, goes for a little bit more. Might have got a bit greedy. His teammates aren't really available to stop them, but I'm loving the position of Reezy. This is so much more passive than you'd normally expect. He is waiting for them to drop out, already finding the kill, and he won't quite get the second, but 11 HP for Cracks. Good luck.
That will be an impressive 1v3 if he can pull this across the line. That A hold was unbreakable. They've shown that B is strong as well. Good signs for BBL's defense early on. We just need to see them close this round, and they will.
To dump. As we will now have that wraparound coming in already. Yedajay, I think he was stunned up there. He still manages to hit the shot. Maybe that's the curse of the breach. Well, he did get tagged by the threat, but it doesn't matter. Yedajay's just hitting every head. It leaves it all up to Brave. A 1 versus 3 scenario. An impossible position to fight from. Still has a Molotov, but he still believes there's someone towards the showers. In fact, though, Yedajay has abandoned that spot. Going to try and get onto that diffusal. He's done some damage, but doesn't even know the second player's there, and another one is wrapping him behind him. The positioning of Brave could be everything. They've not checked. They've not checked. He's just going to try and drop the spike. A second player, if he kills the player with the spike, he might just win them the round, but he's only done damage. Still, though, Kushner's now here, waiting with the rifle. First player dropped. Still, that spike is coming, but it's got down. It's trapped. I think they've just about done enough. It would have to be the kills from FUT, and it is not happening. They managed to win the round purely based off time. Brilliant from BBL. An oversight that Mr. Farland as an IGO is not going to allow.
Mosh and nade for backside, but the corner's still wide open. CNET out there on his own. Brave is isolating duels. The spike retrieved, but a 2 versus 5 after the chaos of initial engagements. Yedajay,
30 seconds left.
He's still here with his teammate Cracks. They've grouped up. But finding this round now seems very difficult with 20 seconds to get that spike on the ground. It looks like the call might just be another save.
Just those couple of weapons to play with. It's a freebie though. Elite gives that one up. That gun can quite easily be retrieved as well, especially with 3 pistols in play. This definitely makes things dangerous. Kushner is going to try and make a move off this. The nade could be catastrophic in terms of the damage, but it's not going to go in time before the wingman plants. An after plant, an extra rifle found. This is truly dangerous for the side of BBL. Reezy's almost dead too.
Only guy that can't get healed back up as well, and now he's the last man standing. Flash is good, they can take some deeper control, and up top, CNED catches Kushner. The battle of the races goes CNED's way, and he's inspired to keep up the fight. Even throwing a thrash into this, and it's caught them. No, it hasn't. It didn't. They destroyed it just in time. Okay, it's not going to run the clock down that much. But they still have the disadvantage on the way back through. The defuse to be found, the stun going in. And the players not yet found. Out of Captain isolates a 1v1, loses it. Reezy on another Mr. Fallen though. He's being quiet all map. And now he steps it up for the double. Elite, the last man standing, caught off guard by CNED on the off angle. Behind the boxes, he strikes for the 13th round for FUT. 50 HP, just about holding on to life. And this squad for FUT about to be pressured on with Paranoia coming through, and out of Captain caught down below, but there's support from Mr. Fallen. Pora, the one to pick up both those kills. Damage done to CNED. Little cracks will avoid as any further damage with the decay disintegrating. He swings out, catches one, right clicks from Brave, not landing, and the wall up, and Brave attempt from Pora, but it's not going to work out. Too many players surrounding him, and a pistol under the belt of FUT. All ready to be secured. Now we can see the advantage of having that Hunter's Fury late. They are still fighting, still pushing. CNED alongside Ada Captain are in the spawn almost, and now looking to fight back. It's almost like they're the defenders attempting a retake. Their own little fight, their own battle supported by spams out of cracks through walls and walls. They're finding all the kills. Oh, a disaster for BBL. Kushner barely even gets his gun. In fact, he doesn't get a chance to shoot at anyone.
Now BBL still trying to react. Okay, they want those openers. That's what they're going for here. And CNED, he uses the disruption to his advantage. Pora, they know he's here already. This is already just falling apart completely. Finally, Elite drops somebody on the side of FUT as they're looking to retreat. He's going to try and catch him, and while Cracks has won that battle as well. Now there's even a hesitation for FUT going, well, we got another kill. Do we just... And Liquid take their place. Right, it is not a scenario we've seen before, and it is not one I think we're likely to see again. And it's not getting any better for them. They know where this last man is, and even though Yedajay walks out.
Kind of second quarter that they managed to find the majority of the rounds. Hunter's Fury. It's not. It's caught Mr. Fallen. The spam from Kushner off the back of the reveal works perfectly. Null Command burnt up right here and now. Plant has been secured, and now the fight back through the pit's going to be tough.
But that's the problem. It was meant for plant denial. It hasn't worked out. CNED just went sliding away, but he's still been caught. The best scenario we've seen so far for BBL. Ada Captain is already tagged desperately low within this, but time is ticking. They need to get a move on. They're hoping to try and find someone. The dart has revealed, and that leaves just one in After Captain. He's managed to dance his way around. He's trying to deny the defusal, and he found a couple of kills. I don't know how he's managed to do this. After Captain has just pulled off maybe the most ridiculous clutch we've ever seen. How has he done that? Again, one of the most enjoyable players to watch. One of the friendliest guys, and an absolute demon in the server. He's kicked things off versus Pora. Again, the finances not in a good position for BBL. They've got a lockdown, but you have to remember ults were committed in that round as well. There's so many negatives to what we've just witnessed. Reezy hasn't managed to get anything. Kushner, however, has, and he's actually making a good go of this. In fact, they're looking for an instant response. 5 HP though. Getting out of is important. Teaming up with the rest of BBL. He's still actually fighting, and he's going to go down for it.
Oh, this is dangerous. They can decide to push this on the side of FUT, but right into Elite's Sheriff. Beautiful shot. Recon just to check. There's no flank waiting to catch him. He's going to have to run, but he'll make it. Out of there just in time, but the mid flank is watched by Brave. There he is. Mr. Fallen spotted him. Brave knows he's been seen. He'll start to back off. Taking this fight together is so important. This is a clutch that they cannot lose on the side of BBL. after that previous round as well. Mr. Fallen, he was slow on the first map, like we said. He wasn't fragging out, but now 8-2, starting to find his groove. They've split up on the side of BBL. 2 1v1s on offer, but time is going to be the real issue. 12 seconds to get onto that B site, find the plant, and these players are close by. In fact, a perfect angle found by Elite.
Again, that Hunter's Fury is available for Mr. Fallen. He's already going to be falling back. He's going to use it preemptively. They like to do this with disruptive plays, but the flash only catches one.
It's not enough for them. FUT have time on their side, but the advantage for BBL as they look to fight close, spam through, catching Yedije. Kushner, a Shrouded stepped up top. Good position to play from now as they can just smoke off this choke point and start the defuse halfway already, and the kills keep flooding in. CNED's the last man standing, and he has no chance to deny this. In fact, almost just trying to save the weapon right under their nose. He's taken a lot of damage for that plant. Something for BBL to work with as they go straight back in, and a great reveal combined with the paranoia finds the opening.
Cracks with an immediate trade, though. Keeps things even. The wall has been problematic for them. The shot's not quite connecting, and they're already getting this one to half. In fact, Reezy's just going to stick it all the way, but it doesn't quite get diffused. It's still left down to Captain. Snake bites have been thrown in. He knows he needs to get up close. He needs to try and find that lineup, but they've got the res thrown in at the perfect moment. I don't know if he's going to be able to stop this. The spam this time isn't enough. He'll kill off Brave, but the round is taken once again by BBL.
This is where the real danger is. The dash has come in and CNED's found him. Now the fight seemed quite telegraphed, and Brave was in the wrong spot to find any sort of success. Captain now breaks a turret, causes them to look the other way, and that's when Mr. Fallen strikes a beautiful trade, even if not intended. But Reezy gets a little bit of his own done. That kill might just set their eyes on the site where they now believe the spike to be around, but look at the flank! Oh, he connects it, and the dart was seen. Yedije not able to find the shots and bails out just in time. 5 bullets left in that magazine as they attempt to move forward towards this spike. Blade Storm still for CNED. He can get up and above, trying to catch the head of Pora. Can't quite connect, but with Reezy down, there's no diffuser, and there's no one to even attempt it for Pora. Finding both of these players is near impossible, and CNED finds him first. 7 lurking up on A. Smoke's about to fade, and he's just walked his way through. An ambitious attempt from this man. He doesn't expect there to be another, but he's faded through the smoke.
What?
And now Mr. Fallen strikes, taking down Brave, who starts to rotate. They think it's A. Of course they think it's A. And that's when they lose their B player, lose their B site, and face into a 5 versus 3 post plan. An absolutely impeccable lurk from Yedije. Couldn't have planned it any better.
It's like fighting your shadow. You just don't know where he is. You can try and stamp him out, you can try and crush him, but ultimately he's still there, lurking behind you. A nice attempt from Pora to bait somebody into the fight, but they're more than ready for anything else, and at this stage, it just has to be the weaponry. They need to bring something through into the next round. Well, they did struggle on the defense last time, but as said, we've already seen the adaptations. Nice one from Pora, though. That's a huge double kill. Leaves Mr. Fallen and Cracks, and not to say that this time they definitely know it's a hit towards that A, so that shot dart's going to do the work. At least make things a little bit more competitive. Now, Pora is still here, and he's low. He doesn't have any support. If they swing off this, it would almost have to be, well, yeah, I was going to say a missed shot from the other side. This is starting to get dangerous, Mitch.
I mean, I can forgive him for that, though. That flash was perfect. Now there's no utility left for FUT. Now they have to do it with just the rifles in hand. 20 seconds till Mr. Fallen even has a reveal, and that turret has to be destroyed. Has to be, there we go, has to be destroyed. Had a little bit of armor, I guess. It bought full shields. Lead down to 48. Kushner, though, behind this box. He wasn't able to find value last time. That very same smoke ended up giving them a way back out. Now the jump on top of the box is what takes him down. Elite and Brave, the last 2 players. Okay, Brave, he's played this all round. He's been so slow, so methodical in clearing these corners, and now he's got the timing near perfect. It all depends on which way Mr. Fallen's looking. He's swapping his vision between the 2 angles, and if he turns at just the right moment, he'll catch Brave. BBL, nothing is going right for this squad with Elite on 48 HP, 1 versus 2, and a spike still to be defused. No time and no chance. It could be and it might be. Plant to come through, Pora barely dodging that. Shock dart, but not the right click. Captain's caught him with that. Advantage now to FUT. They found the pistol round to start this out, and by God, BBL need the pistol round to at least give them that leg up in this half. They're always slow to start, not just in maps, but in halves as well, and they cannot afford for that trend to continue here. 4 players fighting this choke point. Flash is good, but no follow-up on the back of it. Reveal, catches CNED, wallbang, taking him down. Cracks, though, backing him up on the side angle. CNED, 7 HP, and he's gone running in! Just CNED things! BBL a 4-spot here, Tom. The attacking side wants to move into A and find success here. They could have played 11-3 and fought with rifles, but their best chance is to interrupt them here and now through a smoke. Mr. Fallen picks up the first. There's another as Ana Captain eliminates Brave. Viper Util down and out. Post plant ability not even worth talking about because they have to get the plant down first. And the spike is in the open. They're about to swing 3 players from FUT on the back of the side, and a great transfer from Kushner. Good damage, but it's not enough. Not unless Elite can pull out a 1 versus 4. Ada and CNED, 1 shot to the body, but he won't get a chance. Maybe get a good flank timing, something like that. But he didn't account for CNED being on top yellow, watching the angle, ripping his head off. Weak weapons across the board for BBL, barely any weapons left. Mr. Fall, I don't think he's even seeing these players. He's just spamming it down. Ana Captain's definitely got his eyes on the prize.
Facing FUT was always going to be a nightmare. They've started this round off well, though. Very well, in fact. The aggression of the side of FUT for once has been punished. It wasn't much in the last map, and it hasn't been in this one. Mr. Fallen and Yedajay are the final piece to the puzzle of them getting their first round on this side. Even still, it's easier said than done. He's completely surrounded, so I don't think any miracles will happen this time. Yedajay hoping to pull off one of his own, but Reezy's quick. He's managed to dodge and survive for the moment.
For the moment, yeah. That moment quickly passed. 3 players staring at him once the wall goes down. Defuse tapped, but not stuck just yet. FUT baiting them into fights. Shot from CNED with the dash on out as they reset. Wanting to go on the back of, I thought, a flash, but no, in fact, it's a nade that gets thrown through. Yedajay drop. Push out of Kushner is perfect. Sure, CNED picks up 1, but the time now running low with players still to be found. They're still finding them, though. Spray out of Brave. Good to catch out of Captain, and Elites on the off angle for more. They're watching their back. They're aware that this is an angle he could be on, and it's all down to the timing. The swing from CNED gets the trade. The advantage stays in their hands. They made the mistake of tagging him down to 20 HP. That's where he's been hitting every single shot. He's been unkillable. Once he goes low, the ult is used to finally deal with CNED, to equalize the numbers, and perhaps get them a plant through on this side. Shock dart. Oh no! Pours down in the open! That's the spike! I mean, they can just about reach it by the looks of things.
I got the spike.
And they will do just that. But the advantage given away, and Yedajay has ultimate online. The lockdown could be used at any moment just to force these players back with 40 seconds left. Time is a big deal for BBL. They can't go rotating to the other side. Commitment to this plant and post plants, they want to pick ahead of it. Reezy can't find a single player. Backs off with the reveal. There'll be no further utility in play with that knife. Catching both. Nice shot for Cracks. Trying to get ahead of the fight was Elite, but it's too little too late. 13-6.